Welcome back, everybody, to episode 60-something of the Inexorables.
Three.
Uh, 63? Okay, I wasn't gonna guess because every time I've guessed, I've been wrong.
But if you get
Anyways,
69, you're funny.
sure.
We might get
You
there.
know,
Let's see.
we're unfortunately edging closer and closer to the forbidden numbers. Anyways, last session, we started off with Sentinel's interrogation where Rikus and Leopold kind of sped ran a bunch of shit and then ended up shooting Sentinel. Long
In
story
the
short,
leg.
you still shot him. Anyways, kind of the spark notes of what we got from that is Varys, Quentar, and Yvonne are in the Undercity. The third brother is somewhere in the city and has turned Sentinel, but because of that, Sentinel can't really tell us much about him. That's really about it.
Is that really about it?
I mean, let's see. There's sort of a makeup of Quentar's forces where there's a second count, a bunch of creations that's not met yet, just does its own sacrifices. That's the Sentinel part. Then we go onto the secure side of the room, where we did a bit of contract negotiation with the Lich Dagger, and now they have a binding contract for the next 2 weeks or so, or until Quentar and Varys are dead. And or yeah. So that was a fun time, and then we kind of left off after that. I guess lore dumps a bunch about Sakir and about how he's some weird chosen one. And then we met up with Lycus, where we found a bunch of people dead, friendly and enemy, and we're kind of just gearing up to go into the Undercity to start the final fight. And I think that was a bit of the. I think that was everything.
Anything anybody else wants to toss in there?
I'll say we did get a few buffs, like Breakus got a Mind Blank spell cast on him, as well as we took NPCs that we got. We got Stolius and Timur.
Stolius and Timur, yes. Alright. So, along with multiple people getting healed or buffed or catnapped, so that they would be able to regen some stuff. Specifically, Linen was able to get some sorcery points back off of a short rest, which was very pog for him, because he had pretty much
None.
Nothing! So, without further ado, we will begin with your descent, unless you have something else you would like to do before going down into the tunnels.
I don't believe so. I just do want to note that since there is the Invisible Hound still running around, I have my anti-invisibility lantern. If that thing gets within 30 feet of me, I see it. Also,
Okay.
I do have the Undead Lantern, but I imagine that thing is constantly pinging.
How far out does it go?
The Undead Lantern checks, I believe, 1,000 feet. I'm going to very quickly double check that. Lantern of tracking undead. Oh no, 300 feet, not 1,000 feet.
300 feet?
Yeah.
It does ping fairly often, but at the beginning of your descent, it does not.
Oh, and just for recording's sake, out of the 5 sorcery points I regained, I used 2 of them to regenerate 2 level 1 spell slots. So I have 2 level 1s and 2 level 3s left.
Sounds good.
And 3 sorcery points.
I got 1 level 3, 1 level 2, and all of my level 1 slots.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I have a level 1, 2 level 2s, 2 level 4s, 2 level 5s, and a level 6.
You saved all your big boys for this.
Yeah.
I can't wait for a fireball to get dispelled or something.
I'm gonna counterspell Revivify. So, as you guys begin your descent, it is very, very steep at first, like damn near a slide to enter into this tunnel. As you guys do, the smell of blood-caked mud is the first thing that hits your nostrils and your senses as a whole. It eventually kind of evens out into a pretty steady descent The mud and rock surrounding this tunnel is just completely deep soaked in blood. You can almost like taste the iron from the blood in the air, even as it's already, streamed through this area. You continue making your way down. The tunnel gets wider and more narrow at times. It doesn't stay universally the same size, but it's still easy enough for your entire group to fit through. The 9 of you go for a few minutes, and you've probably gone down a couple 100 feet at this point. You find yourself almost yawning just to get your ears to pop as you descend down into these tunnels. You go a little while longer, and your best guess is as you're making another kind of turn in the tunnel that you're not going like straight down towards the center of the city. You're getting kind of turned around. It's quite difficult to comprehend exactly which direction you're going in terms of a, north, west, east, south. But you're still very much under the city. You continue going for a little bit, and you find this tunnel is very, very dark. In fact, at this point, it's starting to become near pitch black. As most of you are elven, you have some form of dark vision. So it seems as though it is a more dim light to you. Almost as though everything is coated in a shadow, but you can still make out the silhouettes and see what's happening.
Since both of my lanterns do have to be actual lanterns, I guess we would have 60 feet of light.
Yeah, you do have a light layer of light from that.
Yeah.
A thin layer of mist, almost like a fog, begins to rise up from the ground about 5 minutes into these tunnels. You guys are making your way very slow. Now, the biggest question is, are you guys attempting to be stealthy in this maneuver?
Probably.
Are we trying to roll stealth checks here?
Some level.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't be.
Okay. Edmund will go ahead and use a second level spell, actually his last, to cast Pass Without Trace. So you guys are all going to get a plus 10 to this for the next hour.
19.
With plus 10?
Yep.
That's rough, buddy. I'm going to roll for everyone else real quick. Well, Edmund just rolled ridiculously high, so that's...
That is a 23.
21.
Hold your numbers for a second.
I could probably use Gust to clear the mist if we need to.
Not a bad
I'm
idea.
just rolling for secure real quick. Okay. Nate, you had a
19.
19. Okay. 61. Rikus.
Yep. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Aiden.
I got a 23.
Okay. Lennon.
21.
Rikus.
Plus 10. $27.
Okay.
Have we
With-
rolled for secure?
I have rolled for secure.
Okay.
That is 242 total for a approximate 27 average roll for a party of 9.
What did our NPCs roll that a 27 is the average?
You had 2 people almost in 40. So actually Edmund was past 40. Edmund was a 41.
To be fair, if you're looking at the actual dice, I don't know if our party rolled above it.
Yeah. Both Vax and Stolius have a plus 11, and Tamir has a plus 5 as a baseline. So, just with the base stat lines, that's 23. We're looking at 70 just off of modifier. Like 80 just off of modifier from the 4 NPCs, not including Jade, who does have a pretty good stealth. So, very, very quietly, quiet as a mouse, you guys continue. The only sound ever made is the, every once in a while, of your boot getting sucked into the blood-soaked mud. But even then, it is very quiet. The shadows upon the wall from the dim light cast by your lantern. Is it broad light, dim light? What are we looking at?
It is 30 feet of regular light, 30 feet of dim light.
Farther down the tunnel, you guys swear that you're seeing things. The shadows seem to leap from one wall to the other. Not as though there's necessarily a creature moving about it, but as if the shadow itself was trying to scare you as best you can imagine it. What few creatures you do find lurking in small outcroppings, whether it be rats or an odd mole, or a creature that just seems to have found its home here before it was used as a way to transfuse blood into the lower regions of this city, they don't seem scared of you as you tramp through their home. If anything, they seem to be angry as you walk by. None try to attack you, but as they hiss or skitter away from you, it's almost from disdain. Not as though they're scared, but wishing to not be near you. You guys continue making your way down. You see notable footprints begin to appear as there are offshoots that you seem to see the blood flow from this stream would have been diverted into these offshoots from here, as you kind of have to step up to continue what seems to be this primary path. These little offshoots are quite small. You would have to be the meme of cave divers, of going through a 1 foot by 1 foot square to continue. Yes, Aiden.
So those footprints are like people footprints and not giant invisible dog footprints?
So those footprints, I'm sorry if I'm misleading you, they do not lead into these little 1 foot like pipes effectively that run off to the side. They do seem to go over, but there was an immense lack of footprints up to this point, merely because they have been washed out by the blood flow. But as you kind of look up, you do see footprints on this greater path continuing to lead further down.
And so they are like regular people.
They are
footprints.
regular people footprints.
Okay.
These are boot prints.
Okay.
Bare feet.
There are a few that seem to be barefooted, but as this was not moistened by one's blood, it is difficult to tell, as there seem to be a lot of boot and or footprints upon this path. Your best guess
Kojima be damned.
I will actually have a couple people roll survival checks.
Oh, I can do that.
Edmund will assist you, Rikus.
I'll slap you with a guidance.
Cool. So assist means advantage.
Yes, it does.
Guidance is plus 1d4.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Well,
Oh,
Wow.
that's-
Better to... Motherfucker.
That is
Anyone else want to roll survival?
rough.
I can.
Go
I
ahead.
can give myself the guidance because I
Rikus,
can do
you
that.
walk up
Yeah,
and
plus 4.
you just see the bare footprints.
It's 5.
Damn, Vegas. Come on,
Right
man.
Better.
pick it up.
That is a 25.
What do you say,
Just
Nate?
got a raging boner. Well, guys, there's footprints over here.
Tamir kind of looks over to you, Rikus, and says, "Well, don't get too excited." That's
So
what
he
we
was
have.
after doing the lore dump about his past, he just reminded of his wife's feet.
Nah, Yvonne's feet.
Hey, Yvonne, how do we know Yvonne has shown Rakus her feet?
I'll...
It's headcanon that she just walks around your house barefoot. She doesn't actually own a pair of shoes.
That's how she keeps
Either
everything
way,
clean.
I rolled 25.
I brace Wayne's shoulder, fully erect, looking at him. I'm ready for another lesson.
Oh. This is what
Sakir
happens
looks
when
It's
upon
not
his
just
brother
blood,
in
street-
disgust.
This is what happens when Sakire's not here, man.
There's not just blood running down this anymore.
There's blood pumping
God.
through it too.
Oh, no.
So, Leopold, as you see Rikus kind of just locked into looking down at the ground, seemingly trying to decipher what's going on. Hello, Sakir.
See, Sakir always comes around whenever we talk about weird stuff. You missed the conversation about feet.
Just by a minimal margin.
Also, you're muted.
Also, you are muted. Look at that hair.
He doesn't
That
have
man's
his
got
broken
some
headset.
luscious locks, bro. I'm trying to get like you, bro. Alright. As you guys kind of hop up, Leopold, you look down at the tracks, and by your best guess, more than 20 people have passed through this area recently.
Joy.
That is by your best guess.
Although, at the very least, passing through, I assume, means going both in and out.
You would guess that yes, going both in and out, but also this doesn't seem the best place for an exit. It would be very, very difficult to exit the tunnels from where you guys entered in from.
I guess
This
it's also
seems
true.
mostly a place to let blood drain into the Undercity and to whatever else is down here.
Is there anything like on the roof or the walls notable? And
In this, I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I'm not good at those. I'm a guidance myself.
How are you not good at investigation?
Not a high int character. Actually, I'm not good at an investigation. Nope. 16.
As you kind of look up, before you hop up onto this raised portion that continues to lead deeper, you kind of really investigate these little, offshoots, these natural tunnel systems that will divert the blood elsewhere. And as you kind of look into them, you see about 10 feet in. You kind of ask Leopold for his lantern real quick so you can get a better light down in there. And you kind of look down in.
I do have dark vision, apparently.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you still
So-
do it to get a better look.
Yeah.
You kind of shine a light down in there and you see a crystal. It's very, very small. Not too dissimilar than the crystals that you found in the city hall. Set like about 10 feet in, and you see that below it, even now, there is a small pool of blood, almost as though like a magnet. The blood is drawn to this thing.
Can I use my staff to
Gotta
like try
start
and
shooting into
jingle
it.
and drag it out?
It is 10 feet in here.
Hmm.
I'll say, can
You have an immovable
I-
rod, not an extendable rod.
I know.
Can I
I know.
look at some of the
Wayne has an extendable
other
rod.
offshoots just to see if there are some crystals in there, or if this is
There
just
are
the
only
one?
2 offshoots, and they both seem to have this same crystal. As
Okay.
it goes out, there is a crystal, and then it slowly curves down. Both of these go off to the side while your path stays straight, but they both seem to curve to continue along the path. Just not to bloody said path.
Anyone got a mage hand?
Yes.
Got a bullet.
For catnap, it's just hanging out for 10 minutes, right?
That is.
You are
correct.
unconscious.
You are unconscious for catnap, though.
Never mind.
Yeah.
What do you ask?
Sadly.
Anyone got a mage hand?
I think he was
I
going to see
don't
if he could
think I do.
resummon.
Tamir
I do not.
will kind of speak a short incantation, and you will see this ghastly purple hand kind of stretch out in front of him, and he's going to say, "Where do you want my hand?"
There's a
Right here.
there's a blood crystal about 10 feet in
He kind
through
of
here. I want to see if we can grab it and
looks
see.
down and pushes his hand out, and it's probably right about that 10 pounds. So he's gonna make a check. Okay. After a tug and on a second pull, the mage hand rips it free from the dirt that it was set in, and brings it to you, and kind of holds it up. It's no bigger than your palm. It's pretty small, but the small pool of blood underneath it is kind of dragged behind it as it comes.
Thank you, Mr. Timur, was it?
Yes, you almost.
As it
will.
what?
Thank you. I guess it's a blood magnet. Can I Arcana check
As it
this
comes?
crystal? See if there's
Thomas.
any.
Shh.
Can I?
As it what?
You know, does stuff. It's a blood
What was
magnet.
it doing?
It's coming.
Can I do an Arcana check on this crystal? See what
Yes,
its
you
purpose
can. What
would
what
be.
its purpose is? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana.
Okay, guidancing myself on this one as well. Yeah. 23.
Your best guess is that this was used somewhat as a diverter. Its magnetic pull is not immense towards blood, but as you hold it up, you actively feel some of the veins of your body kind of being pulled towards your skin. Almost as though the blood of your entire body is kind of pulling yourself closer to this crystal as you hold it in your hand. Your best guess is that this was used in one of the side tunnels just as a way to convince the blood to flow the intended direction rather than into the main tunnel, as that was to be kept clean and for walking.
Sakir flies in and just knocks the gem out of his hand as he stuck to it like a magnet.
What?
He's not
Sakir!
stuck to it like a magnet.
Lynn's gonna put it in the bag. This could be useful later.
Price tool will help us later.
It's a
A
surprise
mystery
mouse
must-
to tool that'll help us later.
Well, did you grab just the one or both?
I mean, as I put it in my bag, it seems like I'll tell Timur. It seems like this is just something used
Hold
to
on.
help divert the flow. So we could be useful. I don't.
Would you like me to grab the other one?
Yes, please.
He's going to go ahead and do so and hand it to you.
Thank you.
How big is that crystal?
About
It's
sized.
about the size of this Mountain Dew can. Not sponsored.
This could
Hey,
be
Lyndon, you should find 2 more of those. I have an idea.
2 more. I mean, we have 2. I mean, Are there any more holes that look like they contain more?
There are only the 2 offshoots. Further down these offshoots, you would guess that there are more, but you cannot see them from where you are, and they are
Okay.
too small for you to crawl into.
Right. Well, if we find more, we'll ask Timur to grab them then.
What are we even going to do with them, Wayne?
At this point, I'm afraid to ask.
You'll find out.
I
I'll need
just
some of your mechanic ability later on.
If you're going to need my abilities, you should tell me what we're doing. I can already start drafting plans.
I just know that it could be useful for security.
You'll tell me to wait.
Right.
If we survive this, I plan to use them for Secure and Rikus, since they seem to enjoy blood.
Ah, yes. Blood. So as you guys...
I think every member of this party will benefit from my idea.
You keep vague posting about it. Just tell us.
I don't want to tell you.
Well, it comes.
Well, Leopold, everyone in this party currently is male.
I don't understand how the 4 crystals are supposed to help with that. Even if they can do blood flow shenanigans.
Well, you see, that's where your mechanical prowess comes in. Your mechanical prowess is going to aid in my hands-free device.
Right. Let's keep walking.
Wayne's gonna invent the first fleshlight.
Hands-free flashlight.
Hands-free fleshlight.
Centaur, we'll keep you alive for
Ribbed
one
for
reason
your
and one
pleasure.
reason. We're keeping Centaur alive for one reason and one reason only, to make more blood magnet crystals.
As you guys crawl up and continue the path, this continues on for a short while. With your stealth checks previously being so high, I will not have you guys roll another. Continuing along this path, the shadows grow darker and darker, to the point where, Leopold, your lantern seems to not shine quite as far as it was before. Almost as though the darkness around you is magically subsuming the light into itself, denying its existence in this place. The mist that is now becoming a light fog makes visibility even a little bit more difficult, but not particularly impossible for those of you with any sense of dark vision. Stolius kind of makes a comment or two as he is, along with Edmund, the only humans of this group, and therefore the only ones who cannot actually see anything without a sense of light down here.
Could I try to
Too
use...
dark to see?
It is quite dark.
Could I try to use Gust to clear out some of the fog to help them see?
Do you attempt to?
Yes.
Are you casting a spell to do this?
It's a cantrip.
As you cast a gust in front of you, it seems to clear it out for a moment, and you think to yourself, okay, well, we'll just keep doing that. But by the time you even begin to walk through the space, the fog has already begun to reform. I would let Rikus, Leopold, and Sakir attempt a history check.
Right? I'll go ahead and add guidance to the...
It doesn't
Who
matter
wants
how
to-
dark it is, I can still see.
Who wants a guidance for
Blood
that history
Hunters, you
check?
guys get advantage on this.
Who wants
Hey,
the
yo.
Yeah.
Who wants the guidance to that history check?
Maybe
Between
someone not getting advantage.
I'll take it.
Well, alright,
I have
Rikus.
a +8.
That
You
is
get it,
a
then.
17 for me.
1d4.
Yeah! 28!
Big.
Let's go.
Dang.
Does my thing happen, Zach, where I
25.
like hallucinate?
Holy shit, guys! Kier beat me.
No, this is not using your grim psychometry. This is simply using
Aw.
your knowledge as a blood hunter. If you wanted to use
Kier
your grim
actually beat me
psychometry, you would
in
have
an
to
ability
ask
roll.
me. Both the Anadeus brothers, as you guys are looking about, and as you guys see more and more a thin mist that's becoming a dense fog, the shadows seemingly leaping from one to another, they're the animals kind of treating you with disdain, not even scared of you, simply hateful of your existence around them. You're beginning to realize that you have stepped into the outer regions of a vampire lair. Wherever you are stepping into is not a quick setup and execute for whatever this mission is. This has been developed and made into a place for undeath for a while. Your best guess would be months. That these tunnels are not new. For those of you who have any form of experience with dirt work, you can tell this is not a recently carved tunnel. They're not old by any means. They are still very new, but they are not well trodden. There is no sign of decay along the walls or ceilings. The weight hasn't fully started to break these tunnels apart, even though they do not seem well dug. You would guess these tunnels have been around for a few months, and this dark mist, these animals inhabiting them, have been doing so for at least a handful of weeks. This place abhors you being here.
It abhors all of us, or the
Everyone.
Anadice brothers?
I
It
think there's vampires
abhors
ahead.
the living being inside of its walls.
Vampires.
Vampires!
Yes, we knew that.
Got any garlic?
Actually, I do have Leopold's Vampire Hunter kit.
Leopold out.
So do I.
Wait, didn't Varys say that
Well-
wasn't useful?
That was the one thing that wasn't useful. Yes, out of all the things, garlic was the one thing that didn't actually do
Yeah,
anything.
garlic doesn't do anything to vampires.
What we're gonna
I
do?
can't remember
now?
about everything else. I know specifically garlic doesn't do anything.
Cross.
Alright.
Gotta kill the vamps, Sam.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm gonna
He
actually
dies
get
to one
that
in
kid
the
out.
end.
I might as well.
Spoiler alert. Anyway. You guys begin to feel like you are coming close to the end of these tunnels. It's getting wider, almost as though it's preparing to empty out into some kind of antechamber. As you guys begin to approach this, Stolius kind of looks towards Rikus and Leopold and says, "So you believe your friend is down here?
Yes.
Is that something that is the number one priority to you?"
Not necessarily.
Her
Just-
safe extraction. Her safe extraction is beyond my top
Oh.
priority.
Oh, that's who you're talking about.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
I believe that to see it through, that she is safely extracted, taking out the targets within the room that we are aware of is necessary.
Yes. I am certain we will have many targets to deal with. I believe it would be of our best interest to make sure we know what our jobs are when we get down there. If it be your wish that your party focuses on finding and releasing your friend, then that will be your objective. Me, Tamur, Edmund, we will attempt to figure out, as I am sure there are going to be defenses in this location. I will be attempting to nullify them. If there truly is some form of ascensions, ritual, or ceremony occurring down there, I will also be attempting to find a way to stop it.
I had been under the impression that, well, it would have been an open battle down here. Not that there was going to be any time for stealth or subtlety like this.
I am entirely uncertain that we will be able to be subtle with it, but I am entirely certain we will have to figure things out under conflict.
So
Any ways of communication you have with each other, keep clear, communicate only when necessary, and keep eyes open for others. I'm sure we will be well spread out throughout whatever form of antechamber is up ahead.
I say, I guess on
This is
that
Vax
note,
speaking, by the way.
What?
This is Vax speaking, by the way.
This is
Stolius.
Stolius.
oh, yes.
Stolius. Ah, yes.
But
We
let's
already
say,
have a Rocky to Stolius.
I was about to say,
I don't think we gave him one.
No, he
The-
has one.
He has a Rocky to, I believe, just you, Rikus. I don't think he has a party Rocky. He is not connected to the whole group.
But he
He's
could have
not
mine.
already, Jack.
Remember, I took mine out.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of giving that one to Pax, but
Actually, I also have a spare one. We probably should give Secure back his Rocky. Secure,
If you guys think it's a good idea.
Secure, I want to give this back to you because you're gonna need to know. You or your friend will need to know what's happening.
All right.
And then I have a spare Rocky. I'll just hand it off to Stolius as well.
All right, Stolius will take
you-
it, and he will say, Vaxilius, as you are the strongest among us, I believe it would be best served if you find the biggest, baddest target and attempt to lock them down for a time. Me and Tamir will need as much time as necessary to assess how to stop this ritual. And Vax kind of looks at him and nods. Would we happen to know who we believe this to be?
The
we
person.
believe our
we're-
friend to be, or who we believe the target
Who
of the
we
ritual to be.
believe the greatest of our enemies in this place will be.
Probably Quentar.
Quentar, easily.
And behind him,
Varys, his son. That is, basically the main vampires.
all right. Whichever one is closest, I will find my way towards.
Do my best to keep you alive.
He is going to say, I can fend for myself for a time. Find your friend and release her. And then, if I am still alive, assist me.
So, if we're in a vampire's lair, you guys, does he already know we're here?
Most likely.
Stolius
Very
kind of
possibly.
turns and says, I would be most certain that the rats, if nothing else, have already told him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna create some confusion. You guys keep walking, and I'll stop to the back of the pack.
All
You
right.
do remember that there is an invisible dog around here, correct?
Oh, I'm not falling behind you guys. I'll just be at the back of the pack.
I had thought you were going to be there anyways, but oh well.
Over Rocky, just so that we're not saying this out loud, and just to keep this in mind, I have about 2 uses of daylight, and only one on quick cast. So if we need one, just shout.
Okay.
And
Tamir,
I'll go ahead and just say this now, Zach.
yeah.
Before we get into combat, I would like to top everybody off with temp HP, if you will allow me to do so. I admittedly don't remember if we have a policy on out of
Go
combat use of that.
Go ahead and do it. While you do that, I am going to go ahead and pull out some people.
But he can add 16 temp HP.
Let's go. Do you guys want me to
Hey,
start?
I have bad news, Lennon, about daylight, it doesn't say it triggers vampiric sensitivity, according to the official rules.
Well, we already
That's
have
not
been
what
playing
I'm. That's not what I'm worried about in my case. We know that daylight can finish off other vampires in their smoke form.
Okay.
This is all
So that's what I'm worried about, or at least as a stunning or blinding mechanic, because getting flashbanged in a dark
How long does
space.
daylight last for again?
An hour, and it's not concentration.
So you can cast it back on the dagger.
Yes,
I'm going to.
but
tell
I
you
don't
to
want.
use that,
But
please.
but I don't want to waste. But one, I don't want to waste it. Level like one of my level 3s now, just in case. I need to be flexible with it, and two,
I thought you had
I-
a quick cast of it.
yeah, as in I can sorcery point quick cast.
Ah,
And then two, I don't want to be the one stuck carrying it around. I could, cause it's just I could just place it on like an object in the middle of the room if I really wanted to.
What was that?
find out.
Wayne just rolled a 58.
No. Do you?
All right.
Okay.
Oh my
Said-
god, he's using the beans.
No.
Oh my.
No.
Yes!
God.
I forgot about the beans!
All right, Ruckus. I will say that I will
fucking knew it.
as we're going in. Two things. One, do you guys want me to go in with Bless? And two, Ruckus, do you want me to walk in and cast daylight, or do you want something with daylight when we're walking in case they do go down?
Well, doesn't the daylight spell go down if you go down?
Nope, it's not concentration.
It's not concentration. It will stay up.
Which is why I'm saying if we cast it on the dagger,
What is the
if he
temporary
does
hit
go
points that you
down, we
rolled?
can at least.
I rolled 16.
16. Okay, I will add that to all the NPCs.
So, I don't know. I personally think if we have the daylight already on the blade, shining, like taking the blade out, is a free action.
Wait, no, I have a
That's
six.
actually...
Hold on. I realized I don't even have to put it on my blade. I could just cast it in the middle of the room because I have a 60-foot range, and I could just point to something.
To be
That's
fair,
where
that
it
does
goes
also
from.
mean that we can't move it.
Yeah.
I forgot to.
I mean,
add
the spell says I can't put it on an object that isn't being worn or carried, but
We already played it.
yeah, we already
with the
played it like
blade.
that. So, do you guys want a daylight on something as we go in?
Or do we want it on the dagger?
I think putting it in the middle of the room is funny.
I think that I really do like Rikus's idea of having it just on a blade, that you just keep it sheathed, and then when you need it, you just take it out, and it's not a non-action.
Because
Alright.
it's a free action.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't have to burn any action economy during the combat.
So do you want it? So do
Literally
you want
just
it
unsheathe.
on my blade, or do you want it on somebody else? Anybody volunteering for a daylight dagger?
What the
Nope.
fuck, Nate?
I'll be on the front line, I guess.
All right. I guess I'm carrying the
So-
daylight
There's
dagger.
going to be some confusion created.
So as
Yes,
you guys,
I'm reading the description right now. I know what just got made.
so as you guys are continuing on,
How many
Nate
beans
kind of
did you
falls behind.
drop?
He kind of falls probably 20, 30 feet behind. Still within the
Three
light.
beans?
He drops the first bean, and you don't really exactly see what happens immediately, but Nate, you see this small toad kind of crawl out of the bean as though it's hatching from an egg and kind of leap towards the front and then turn to you and then leap your direction and then leap back and seem to kind of just be roaming that area. Anyone who kind of turns around immediately sees that a handful of eggs now spring up as well, about 20, 30 feet past that. as you guys are continuing along. A moment later, you hear ribbit as another toad is spawned back behind. And then you guys hear a massive crash as trying to fit inside a 5x8 hallway. A 60-foot pyramid is shoved into the hallway. And you guys cannot see. In fact, Wayne, I'm gonna have you roll me a dexterity saving throw. As this explodes out from this beam with you still close enough to be touched by a 60-foot pyramid.
That's going to be an 18.
An 18. Okay, you are successfully able to jump far enough into the hallway without being thrown at high velocities. The way in is now completely blocked. There is no area around this pyramid. It is literally expanded out into making this hallway a 60-foot pyramid. But it is completely buried in dirt.
You just shoved 60 foot of ground up.
Yes.
Like literally,
An
like
aerial view.
whoever on the surface just had 60 feet of up.
Just had a pyramid appear in it.
As Lycus is walking to the noble estate, just
So
Now, the real question is
we just caused an
the
earthquake.
doorway into the pyramid in the hallway?
It is not
Where
facing
we
you
are.
guys. It is not facing you.
Dang.
So you just see a sheer wall of pyramid on this side.
Oh my lord.
It'd be
know, I-
slightly slanted about like that.
Yeah, a slight
You know,
slant.
I expected a blood cigarette, but I didn't realize they were this into the aesthetic.
So, as you kind of turn around, Stolius, just aghast at such, how best to describe, unnecessary and unwarranted use of extremely magical beings, kind of turns around, looks at you just dumbfounded for the moment. I
I
guess
get
that's
used to
one
it.
way to close off the exit.
There will be some confusion. If the shopkeeper is to be believed, that's actually a second lair on the other side of that wall now.
Wait, what? A lair of what?
Likely a mummy lord.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe if we're lucky, the lairs will do something to each other or something. I don't know. Distraction.
Can we have a luck check for that?
No.
Mummy
When you're
Lord.
acting like this was a strategic decision and not a random bean you threw on the ground and it happened to sprout into a pyramid.
Well, there's a 50% chance that something beneficial happens. Although, in this case, only 25% of them actually were useful. But it's not my fault toads came out of two.
A Mummy Lord enters the battle against Quengar.
Mummy
What is he on
Lord
our side?
shows up when 4 of the 5 party members are unconscious.
Who
Casts
dare?
counterspell on Linen's Revivify.
Who dare disturb my slumber?
Just the mummy from Invincible.
Completely iced out.
you mean the mummy from Title Card?
From title card, yes, my apologies. So,
You have to edit that in, Zach.
I can't wait for. I can't wait for how the Mummy Lord will affect this city's economy.
I'm so excited for like next arc of this campaign is just gonna be like, there's been some strange undead activities in the depths of Distar for some reason.
You know, that's just the next
damn,
campaign,
man.
the next party.
The
That's how it
next
starts.
party has to deal with the Mummy Lord. That's one of our interludes. Is an Inexorables party gets sent to deal with the Mummy Lord that Wayne just spawned.
This is
Well,
how
hey,
Linen died.
Think of it this way. I will say, you did just increase the likelihood of not having to deal with the invisible dog.
True.
Not Not zero it. Not zero it, but decrease the likelihood of having to deal with it.
Yeah, instead the Mummy Lord gets it now.
Mummy Lord kills invisible dog. No.
Resurrects
Well, unless we
invisible
touch the
dog.
toads and every single one of them turns into an invisible dog.
Hmm.
It just says chicken's choice.
Oh, that'd be so funny. All right. So, you guys continue. The walls seem to open out even farther. You guys can almost walk abreast most of your party through this as it goes from that 4 to 5 to 8 to 10, almost 10 to 12 feet wide, leading up into this area. It's very obvious this is about to fill out into a large room. As you guys round a final corner, you see a large set of double doors ahead of you. And by double doors, it's this large arch. The doors are open. These large stone doors are already open. Yes, Leopold, I saw you put your finger up.
So, have there been any, like, offshoots that would have been big enough for people to actually come through that we've passed?
No.
Okay.
It has been a singular...
Considering that we haven't hit the dog then, and I assume that, me trusty old lantern has not missed anything. That means the dog probably cannot show up behind us then.
Not behind you.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
So, as you guys step towards, I am going to swap the map.
by the way, nobody answered my question. Who
Oh.
wants the bless?
Sure.
I can be. There you go, Rikus.
I'll
Take it.
say Rikus, Edmund, Tamur, maybe, and it's 4 people, right?
I kind of want to give it to Sakir because he has the weakest wisdom save.
Yeah. Definitely, I would say Sakir's definitely good.
True.
If we have so we have Vax with us. Vax would be good. I'm trying to think of people who are going to be doing a lot of melee attacks, because that's generally where Bless gets its value out of. So I'd say from the 5 of you, Rikus, Sakir, Edmund, Vax.
Alright, so
Alright.
who are you choosing?
So probably Rikus and Sakir. And then I will just say yeah, Edmund Vax. We'll just do those 4. Get
Edmund
the bless.
Vaxed.
Yeah.
Alright.
Edmund Vax, Sakir, and Rikus get the bless. Because I don't have a level 2 to amp it to 5. And then I do have a daylight dagger on me just in case.
Okay, so you did cast Daylight on your dagger.
Yep. So I'm down to 1 level 1, one level 3.
Huge. I am trying to make this correct there. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, just making sure I have Vax noted as being blessed. Alright, so both of them are blessed. Alright, so as you guys step out onto the field, who is in front, who is in back as you approach the tunnel? The end of the tunnel.
I'll be in front.
Leopold in front.
you want to be in front, Leopold?
I mean,
Vax-
I do have a Yvonne to rescue.
Vax will most certainly be near the front.
Yeah.
Standing next to Sakir and Vax. So
I'd be front.
yeah.
I will be in the middle some. However, before we enter, I'm gonna look at Leopold. And actually, before I do this, let me read the spell just one last time.
tough.
Leopold, I don't have any more uses of levitate, so unfortunately, we cannot just yeet Yvonne off the pyramid.
Don't worry.
Actually,
I cast the spell Locate Object one last time after looking at as we're coming up to these double doors. I'll look at Leopold and cast it one last time.
Okay. Remind me one last time. This is targeting the amulet, correct? Or
The-
locket or whatever.
Yes, the necklace.
It
No,
does
he's
ping
he's
inside
on-
this room,
doing the on herself.
It does ping inside this room.
near its center.
Okay. Yeah, because I will be given a sense of its direction. If it's like basically, I'll be given a sense of its direction based on its exact location.
Yes. You get the sense that it is straight through these doors a little to the right.
Are we like as soon as we are able to see to the like? I'm gonna let Leopold know, but
Okay.
and the
As
rest
you-
of the party.
As you guys approach out through the doors, you can see a massive ziggurat, similar to that of which was in the basement of his son. Quentar has erected a large ritualistic pyramid of sorts. And upon its top, as you guys are approaching the door, they do not seem to be immediately attacking you, but you do notice people around this room. Immediately to the right and left, you guys see people bound by rope, their arms above their head tied to a wooden post. Completely immobilized, seemingly, you can't tell if it's unconscious, but incapacitated for sure. Both of them people you do not recognize, but seemingly set in the center of some kind of sigil upon a slightly raised platform. Looking to the right and left, you continue and see there are even more off to the side, and by your best guess, there are probably many more scattered throughout this room.
Found how with rope or like chain?
It is rope. It does seem to be a very thick hempen rope, but they are tied at hand and foot to, so there's kind of like a wooden arm that goes above them that they are tied to, and then their feet are also tied to the bottom of this platform.
Great.
Man, I just realized I probably didn't need to cast that spell because we'll be able to see Yvonne.
We were told Yvonne was in
Oh,
the
well.
Undercity.
We're not gonna need
As-
that second level
As
spell
you guys step out,
It's okay.
looking
I'm out of second
up
levels.
to the top of the ziggurat, you see, as best you could say, some form of protective field around its top. You see this sphere around the Quentar. The Quentar, a very, very large figure standing atop it. 4 smaller figures, seemingly upon their hands and knees, reading from some forms of text beneath them. This chant that you can't quite make out from here. If you got closer, at least one of you would probably understand the language, but they are doing it in a whisper. 4 aqueducts around this map lead in towards the corners. Crystals upon the pyramid seem to drag this blood up and into what seem to be pillars on each of the 4 corners inside this sphere. Each of these captured individuals seem to have a thin bead of blood. It appears that at the base of their neck, a small imprint has been made. You can't see if there's some form of sigil there, but you see a thin stream of blood coming out from it and being dragged to the top of the ziggurat, almost as though they are feeding either this ritual or shield in some way. Stepping out, you see particularly these 2 big beasts. You've never seen something exactly like this, but you've seen something similar as you remember upon Vicius's mansion's exterior, the large, very dumb ogre-like creature that you somehow riddled and convinced into going and double-checking upon the answer to their own little who is it kind of riddle. These look a lot smarter this time, though. They do not seem to be as dim-witted. As they begin to, take a step forward towards you, you hear Varys's voice ring out from the ziggurat. And he says, wait a moment. These are friends! For the time. I've been waiting for you, Rikus. And the rest of you, of course. I would hate to feel left out in a situation such as this. You're too late, I'm afraid. It's almost done.
And
What
here I was
is
hoping
it?
we'd be able to talk this one out, as always.
He kind of looks around and... Look around, Rikus. The time for discussions and negotiations was over a few weeks ago. You had a chance. This could have been delayed. This could have been called off. Your decisions made it quicken, if anything else.
And what, pray tell, exactly is all of this?
I feel that would be best for my father to explain, but he's a little, as he kind of looks back, cut off at the moment. He's well protected.
It's clearly a blood orgy.
Ah, you certainly would be interested in that. I'm sorry I did not send the invitation earlier.
Rather disappointing.
Yes, my apologies, Wayne. Well... He kind of looks over to the other side, obviously looking towards Yvonne, and says, you may have her if you wish. Leopold looks
I was
towards
about
you.
to ask a few things, but that just completely throws off Leo's game. And this is very evident on Leo's face. And he is just left speechless.
And the conditions of such an offer?
Spectate. She will not be harmed. In fact, she is barely being used as a battery at the moment. Her life is not in risk at the moment.
I will say, let me see her. I want to verify that myself.
Leopold, I'm sorry, but I'm not stupid enough to let you closer to her at this moment.
I'm
This
not
will
saying I
come
have
to
to be
blows.
close to her. I'm not saying I have to be close to her. She can stay on that ziggurat for all I care. I just want to make sure you're not hiding a corpse.
No, she is quite alive, as I'm sure Rikus can tell you.
She is quite alive.
I will tell Rikus, do not answer that question.
I did
say that-
Rocky talk to you. It's like, she is definitely quite alive.
I'll say, I will, just to be clear, you did not tell that to Varys, correct?
Yes, he did it over the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
I'll say,
But he also
I've-
did say something that he's like, I'm sure Rikus would know. So I was like, oh, well.
I will say, I will Rocky Rikus telling him to lie for me, and speaking out loud, I will turn to Rikus asking, is that true? Just say you can't verify.
Just say you're out of slots.
Honestly, I have no way of telling, so
Ha!
no idea what Varys is talking about here.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Ah.
Gonna do a
I'm
nice,
not good at those.
Your greatest skill.
gonna do a nice dance to guidance him.
Please clutch the fly here.
Slaps the guidance.
He has a
Unfortunately,
tell.
we would see that
You
cast.
definitely do.
Whenever
not
he's lying, his
guidance
party
at
members
this
start
moment.
dancing.
I definitely. You saying I definitely can?
Cannot.
Can't.
Cannot.
What do you
Okay, I was
What do you
gonna
mean?
say.
He doesn't want to. Well, he doesn't want to waste a counterspell on a guy.
Honestly,
Please, there's ever a time
that'd be
for
such a
Sees a
funny.
bright flash of light.
There's ever a time for a nat 20.
All right,
Please
Thomas.
let this be it.
You don't. Ugh. 6.
6.
Ugh.
Wait, why'd you do -1/+1?
Because my -1 is to the fact that I
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
He
have
still
a -1
has a
modifier
-1 to
to
everything.
all of my stats.
It's probably not worth trying to bullshit that check with the thing, the what have you.
I'd
Varys-
like to imagine that Sakir's inability to have any form of charisma is the fact that Common was not his first language.
Bro got no riz. Varys will call out and simply say, Rikus, lying to me at this time? After all we've been through? Well, I feel like it's only fair. You took a woman close to me. I feel like it is fair enough that I do the same to you.
You know that it is all in jest. I mean, believe me, you know me well beyond that I could ever understand how you know me so well. But you know the games I like to play, so
Yes.
I at least
Let's say.
tried.
So-
I mean, you got to give me that. Give me some credit. You are a jester yourself. I mean,
B-. Minimal performance, but creative enough.
Plus
To
1.
clarify then, obviously I, out of character, can see Yvonne on the map.
Yes.
In character, I do not see where Yvonne is.
You can see that there is a figure on this stand behind what seems like a fourth claw sorcerer.
I also
Um,
pointed out the direct location of her.
Yes. You can
Okay,
see
yeah.
her from here. Of a sort, she definitely seems to be incapacitated just like the rest, but you don't have a great view of her from your current location. Like, she would have
But I did tell
effectively
you
half
exactly
cover.
where she is.
Okay. In that case, I will still very what's the word I'm looking for? Very very bombastically, I'm gonna call out
Leopold,
bullshit. I want to see her.
Over the
Varys
Rocky.
is going to look over and say, Quintus, go ahead and step to the side. And you see the man up here will step to the side, giving you a better view of her.
Over the Rocky.
Giving me a
Leopold, you
clear
could-
shot.
I would say,
Boss, you just killed.
no. What I'm working on
You know,
here
that's not your deal.
is
Leopold, you could just sit this one out until we rescue her.
no, don't worry. The only question I have to ask, so Varys, where is he on the map?
He is right
Ping.
here. He is currently
Damn,
within
and-
60 feet.
And I know that he is a spellcaster. Son of a bitch.
Yes, you do.
Well,
I was hoping that was
For a
not
vortex
him.
warp.
Yes. Can
Yeah.
I just take 10 steps
we
back real quick?
do. How many people in this party have counterspell?
No, can I just take 10 steps back real quick?
Okay. Do you believe yourself capable of not being incredibly suspicious as you take steps backwards?
I mean, I can.
Deception.
You know what? Here is what I will do.
Okay.
I will take my main pistol. I will drop it in front of me, raise both my hands, and take 10 steps back. I will say, just leave Yvonne right there.
Stand
Lynn will
back to
turn around.
watch.
Lynn's gonna turn around. Seriously?
I'm gonna.
He's-
I'm going.
I am
over
going to radio.
Rocky-Talkie.
I am going to
Over
radio
Rocky-Talkie.
Leopold.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to radio.
No, he could probably read our
Leopold to the
minds.
party.
Leopold, I will have you roll me a deception check as well. This is actively attempting to deceive him.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Can you do a little dance for him, Lennon? Give him some guidance.
I'm going to radio the party. It's like I got a clear shot
On what?
Say, trust me
on the thing that's
on
standing next to
this.
Yvonne.
Trust me on this.
literally the thing standing next
If
to
I
you.
ever needed a nat 20.
How-
If I ever needed a
If you
nat
How
ever
long-
needed a nat 20, now
hold
would
on.
be the time.
How long does Edmund's Pass Without a Trace last?
It is currently still active. He has not dropped concentration.
Can we, if things go south, do we ask Edmund to get Yvonne?
I'll say, fingers crossed,
You guys
I'm
can't
about
exit.
to fix that problem.
Freakishly stealthy.
You guys can't get out from this tunnel anymore.
This is true.
But I'll say, just
All right,
RNGesus.
RNGesus.
Please give me that 20 here.
Let's see that deception check.
Ooh,
Not
Do
a 20.
I want to
Boy number
inspiration
7.
Your
that?
inspiration on that.
Ooh.
This would
Fuck it.
actually.
I am burning my
pretty big.
inspiration on that.
we probably should.
If you fail this next roll, I am going to open fire by line of sight
Okay.
on the person who stepped aside from Yvonne, which means I have a
Oh.
clear line of sight on Yvonne's
Man.
body shooter.
I wanted to converse with Varys some more.
I
Ugh.
was barely
Dang.
better.
Barely
Fucking
better.
damn it.
Okay.
Can you move
As
quick?
Doesn't 11 do it?
As
10.
you begin to step back, you're dropping it. At the first moment, Varys says, "So I see we are making the smarter decision today." And you see he also takes just a step forward, just kind of hopping down to the next level. I'm gonna have you roll me a luck check.
Ugh.
Alright.
Damn it.
+1 to this as well.
As you're
I feel like I'm
stepping
gonna
back.
jinx it by saying again, but if I already
Don't.
had the nat 20, that was a 15, which is better.
That was better.
16.
So 16 overall.
Honestly, 15 is pretty good.
Stepping just out of range, maxing out, I am going to allow a singular attempt of this.
Ah,
Yvonne is incapacitated. She has no capability of knowing this is a friendly attempt, so she will be making a save.
it is a DC 20 con save, so
It's a DC 20.
Nat
She
20.
does have a surprising 14 in Constitution.
that's only a +2.
That is a +2. So she has to roll an
No,
18 or higher.
she has a plus 14 in Constitution. You fool.
Okay.
Meat speeds.
And there is a tether of sorts to this position. So she does get a small bonus. So she's going to have a +4 here. So I'm going to roll this publicly.
Oh.
That is an 18.
Oh, that's so close.
Fails.
And thus a failure.
Fails. No, we want her to
That is a
fail.
failure. That is a failure.
That
You
means I
want
can
to
Oh.
teleport her.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is good.
okay. I understand.
I
that.
will note.
understand now.
This will mean no surprise round, no nothing. There was never going to really be a surprise round. We are just going
Yeah.
to roll initiative. As
Man, I
you
couldn't.
back
I couldn't fire off
just
shots.
out of
because
range.
I said
You
I had
see
line of sight.
Varys kind of realizing what's happening, attempting to lean forward to get within range to counter it, but is unable to get there in time. You vortex warp, Yvonne.
Well, I'm glad I blessed people before I entered.
Where is she being put at this point?
I will teleport
far
That's
back.
the ziggurat.
I will teleport her like 10, because I can teleport her within 90 feet of me, and so I feel like 10, 15 feet back. Actually, you know, I want to make sure Yvonne is doing all right. I am definitely teleporting her like right next to me, probably
Okay.
in my arms.
As she teleports to you, she falls over, obviously unconscious. It seems that ripping her from the position she was in was definitely not good for her health. She is at 0 hit points currently. And rolling death saves.
Oh, great.
With
I
that,
hope she
we are
doesn't
going
die.
to roll initiative.
Don't
I
mind
mean,
me.
I can just heal her next turn.
Yeah, you do have. You do also have healing potions.
I mean, I was just gonna use my magic item to cast Cure Wounds.
The twin ogres just run up and ground pound.
How high up is this cigarette?
The top of it is approximately 45 feet up vertically.
Doing math. Not yet.
There's a 14.
Well, it goes without saying, I tell the rest of the party, our objective secured. Go wild.
And I wanted to talk with Vera some more.
All right.
You guys ever notice how we can never seem to handle this guy peacefully?
I mean, this time it's kind of his fault.
It's Rex's fault.
Oh, net 20! Who got that? Oh. Who got the net 20?
The net
It's
20,
more
I do
Rex's
not know.
fault.
That was Timur.
Tamir, yeah.
That's not it. Let me find the initiative button again. Here it is.
I got a 2 for my initiative.
That is rough, buddy.
15!
All right.
To be clear, with that vortex warp, there was no window of time for instantaneous play. On my turn, I'm
There
gonna
would have
do
been
my little things.
reactions, but no bonus actions, no actions.
Cool. That's right.
All right. So, has everyone rolled their initiative?
Yepers. Well, it's Wayne.
It does
Yeah,
appear
Wayne's
that
not
everyone has rolled initiative. I do believe everyone on the board has their initiative
Oh.
put in, except for those incapacitated. Yes, Sakir.
In that reaction time, holding my dagger of the lich, can I ask him, how much blood that isn't tasty are you willing to drink?
You get the response. Have you ever tasted goblin blood soaked mud?
Probably.
I regret to inform you.
If it was enjoyable, imagine. Well, we both know it wasn't enjoyable. Imagine 100 times worse than that. That's about what everything else but the blood of fiends and undead tastes like to me. It weakens the blade. Is that what you wish for?
So it sounds like draining the ziggurat is out of the question. I just wanted to know your abilities.
There's plenty of undead around. It can't be that hard. Alright. So, with that, top of initiative begins with Quentar. As he is sitting in his protective field, it seems nothing can enter or exit. So it simply goes to the second in initiative, Edmund.
Go wild.
Edmund is immediately going to move to the side. Edmund is going to look towards Stolius, and he's going to say, I'm going to free as many of these people as I can. Get them out of here quickly. I don't know what they're doing, but I doubt it's good. And he is going to move over, and he is going to use his action, and he is going to cut the ropes on his feet, and then reach up, cut the ropes at his hands, and he's going to drag his dagger across the sigil on the bottom, attempting to break whatever magic is occurring there. As he does, he is going to help the unconscious man down here, using his bonus action to dash to help him get behind the pillar. He is still incapacitated. He should have been incapacitated already, but apparently he wasn't. Where is it at? Incapacitated. But that is Edmund's turn. Tamir is going to move to the side. On his way to that location, he is going to launch out a series of Eldritch Blasts towards this big fuck right here. He gets 3 of them. That is 1 miss because of a natural 1, and only because of a natural 1, the other 2 hit.
So you're telling me he hits on 2 or higher?
I mean, these guys probably just have dog shit AC.
Yeah.
And that is 16, 26, 28 points of damage. In that turn, he is going to then use his bonus action. And he is going to cast an Armor of Agathis on himself. Make it to the next attack that hits him, takes a whole bunch of cold damage. Rikus, to you.
To me.
No obligatory 20-minute turn here.
For notes, Rikus, Varys is here.
Really?
Yeah.
Shoot him.
Or don't. It's your choice.
I mean, you could also take out ads, but it'd be a lot funny if you shot him.
He did say your name.
He did say my name.
Right,
I'll
guys.
Quentin gets out of the
There's
bubble.
too many targets.
Oh my god!
Well, I am going to. Yep. I'm going to. Oh, that's not movement. I'm going to start moving my way in this direction. I mean, I still have clear line of sight, right?
Yes, you do. I mean,
Okay.
fairly clear. You'd probably want to do it from here, because the rock is big.
That's
The
fine.
rock-
I mean, I
rock
could just
is
take
talking.
5. I could just take 5 less steps of movement. I mean, I've got 20 more after that.
If you could eat Varys' reaction, that will make my turn a bit simpler.
I can eat his reaction.
Mm.
Eat it.
Something to force Varys' reaction would be nice.
Boom.
Or just
Maybe
perforating
that
shot.
needs
Do what you
his
want.
reaction.
Actually, wait.
Actually,
I just
yeah,
don't want to get. I don't want to get counterspelled.
I'll say you can maybe go for 3 and try and hit this guy. Actually, no, I think that's just barely not gonna work. No, no. I think there's a way you can do it. Especially not with that rock in the way.
I can do it from right there. According to the line drawn.
Well, go for
DM.
it.
I will allow
Yeah.
it.
And it ends up hitting the pillar at the end, so it ends up hitting the pillar at the end, so I don't actually hit the incapacitated guy.
You got your bless as well. I did go
Getting
for
a
it.
bless as well. I'm gonna go right there. Perforating shot in that line, which would hit these 3. Oh, yeah, you know what's up. These 3 guys. So that's my bonus action. But I get to choose attack. So it doesn't matter if it hits or misses. I still use it. So I guess I use it
Varys
on
is going to counterspell the perforating shot. As you attempt to magically enhance your next strike, Varys just waves his hand in front, and the magic building around the barrel of your rifle just dissipates immediately. You hear Varys just say, "Well, that's no fun. That's my business, my job. You don't get to do that, Rikus."
Anybody want to counterspell the counterspell?
I imagine what Varys could do is he could let the bullet go through the first guy, and then just hold out his hand and stop it for the second one.
How? Okay, actually, Rikus, do the
That's actually a
DM
pretty
would-
cool visual.
DM. Would you allow Rikus
Would you allow
to
us to
do
just
the
say-
damage? No, would you allow Rikus to do the damage roll before I decide if I want to counterspell or not?
The casting of
'cause-
perforating shot is before the actual bullet, correct?
It's whether hit or miss.
hit or
choosing.
miss.
Yeah.
Let me read the description. I don't know if it's
No, you're right. It is whether you hit or miss, because it's stupid and ridiculously powerful for a first level spell.
Yeah. I might waste my last use of daylight for a counterspell just to take ads off the board. If you guys think that's useful.
This is round.
Didn't you already?
one.
Didn't you already
I was saying,
cast
you have daylight
on the
on
belly?
the.
I did.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. But it can very well be dispelled. I am going to note, I anticipate this going a minimum of 7 rounds of combat.
Yeah.
I'll say,
It's okay,
even
Zach.
I feel like you shouldn't daylight right now
No,
because
just
even
don't
if they
don't even counterspell. I use his reaction. That's what we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say, as
Which
far as
means all
daylight,
the other spellcasters
yeah.
get to do what they want. So don't worry about it. Basically,
Alright.
as soon as he says that, I respond to him by firing another shot at him.
Okay.
So,
So do your attacks.
do my attacks. I do have a +1. Plus is 1d4, right?
yes.
I'm just thinking. So the bubble is preventing exit or entry, but it's not preventing light from going in.
Damn, does a 30 hit?
30 does hit.
And that was rolling a 9. With a 4 on the bless, but rolling a 9.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah. Might as well dump. Holy shit, where is it?
The
I'm just.
Stalker strike feature.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Once per turn, when you attack a creature with a weapon you hit, you can deal an extra 1d6 psychic damage. So I'm going to do that. And these will be radiant damage.
Okay. Radiant sadly will not matter for Varys.
What about necrotic? Doesn't matter.
Necrotic is a worse damage to do.
Okay, that's what I thought. Would I have to separate out psychic or acid?
No, you will not.
Okay. And I do not have to separate radiant.
No, you separate the radiant.
Okay. So that's 2. Two D6 plus 1d8. That's the first part of the attack plus the 2
Okay.
d6s of radiant. So
Memento. Yeah, I was gonna say that is not where he should be starting. He should be starting here. Okay.
Oh.
We know how much health he has, boys.
He
we
has
just
a
have
lot.
we know he has 106 more health than he did
It-
previously.
Yes.
Yeah, he started way lower than he was supposed to be. Okay, so that is a total of, alright. Okay, damage is applied.
Okay. Just because I know I'm a target. I'm gonna take the rest of my 40 feet. Whoa. It says at least one wall collides with me. The fuck? Okay, well. 40 feet, but I also get an additional 10 due to the Dread Ambusher. The
This guy
is
will
the
get
first
knocked
turn of combat.
Yep.
It is the first turn of combat, so I get an additional 10.
Are you gonna shoot him again?
No, I can't. I already used my 2 shots.
Did you
He
damage
countered,
him?
Well,
he
actually-
countered the perforating shot. That
Yeah.
doesn't
Which means I
mean
do
the
get. Wait,
original
wait.
bullet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before I do all my moving, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I can still shoot him from
Yeah.
moving.
Although, I
just
guess.
realized that. Yeah, I can shoot him again.
Although I guess technically with a perforating shot, you would have to target the first guy. Not quite sure how you'd rule that, Zach.
Well, I target Varys, and it's just all in a straight line. It doesn't matter. If
Oh,
the dude's in
I
front
thought
of me.
perforating shot you had to hit the first guy with the regular attack.
Nope.
No,
It's just a line.
It's just a straight line.
That is my mistake on the spell.
So, anyways, do
Well-
another line attack in the same exact spot, because now Varys can't counterspell it.
Only one spell per turn.
bonus action spell.
Well, yeah.
And he's already used his bonus action.
No, I'm saying somebody else with the line attack do it.
I don't know if there is anybody else with a line attack, at least not in our party.
Oh! Natty.
Natural
20.
20. Nice.
If only I saved my psychic dump.
You couldn't have known.
Am I still separating? Yeah, I'm still separating Raiden, right?
Still separate the radiant.
With 41 is a damn high attack roll.
It's almost like he has a ridiculously, immensely powerful build.
Yeah.
And
I'm wondering, what's the
weapon rating
highest
here.
attack roll you've seen in one of your campaigns, Zach?
In one of my campaigns,
Yeah.
That would have been.
there was a lot stacked onto it, but it was a 46.
I'm wondering what else I could have stacked onto it, because I can think of, like, one more thing you could stack onto this one. Actually, and if the revolver was a +3,
So-
I guess I could see how you'd hit 46.
Double that,
Okay.
and then double that.
78.
Okay. Will do.
Then I'm going to. I already used this 10 feet. No, I already used my bonus action. So I'm actually using my last 5. Sorry, my last 10 were from right there. Well,
Okay.
right.
By the way, you are standing on top of a rock that gets up to 10 feet tall. So you would probably
Oh.
move there.
Cool. I'm right there.
Okay. Next in initiative, we have a vampire. This vampire. This is one of Varys' spawn. What is his movement? 30-foot movement? Alright, well, if we go. He is going to get within melee range of Tamir, and that is going to be his turn. Next in initiative is Varys. Alright. So Varys. Actually, at this point, should have happened right after Rikus' turn. We are going to see the lair actions.
Oh no.
Quentar is going to use the lair action Ziggurat's Influence. The necrotic energy that fills this room fills those inside of it with dread. Rikus, Sakir,
Yes.
and Stolius. I need you guys to make charisma saving throws.
Dolius and Sakir within range of Vax for Paladin Aura.
They are. So you guys are getting a +4 for Stolius. It does not matter.
Oh
He
no.
still fails.
It could.
This is do I we Sakir and I get advantage
I have
to
that
avoid a charm condition,
Guidance, right?
This is
You
not charm.
You have
right? A
bless.
charmed condition.
This is
You
not a
both
charmed
have-
condition, motherfucker.
You
What's
both have-
what's blessed? D4?
Yes,
Bless
plus
is a
1d4.
D4. This is the aura. I'm going to try and actually place.
And the
a
aura's +5?
proper-
+4. So you get +4 plus 1d4. And this is a charisma save.
A charisma save, and I get a what?
You get a
You get
D4.
plus 1d4.
Okay. Boy, oh boy.
So anything within this circle I just put out gets +4 to any saves. And I will try my best to remember to move
Dang.
that with Vax.
Also, dang.
I'm saying, you wouldn't be getting the +4. Oh wait, no, I was looking at. I thought Secura's roll, so I just roll. Never mind. But I think both of you are failing.
All right.
Probably.
Rikus,
Yeah.
Secure, Stolius. You guys will be subtracting 3 from every d20 roll until the next initiative 20. So you have a permanent stack of -3 to attacks, saving throws, and ability checks.
Dang.
So, make note of it, keep track of it. This is just until the next round's initiative 20, and a new effect will go into place. Now, for Varys' turn. Is he going to pass up this big old clump of people to try and focus on Rikus?
In addition to this big old clump of people, my turret should be somewhere in here.
Motherfucker.
Just want to put it like behind Vax.
We are looking for...
Look at Leopold again off the map.
You would think Zach would learn at this point and just like if we're
Look,
entering
this is
from
a
a
big
hallway,
enough
add the
fucking
hallway.
map already, okay?
That's
This is
fair.
a huge map already.
That's
Just,
fair.
just rename Leopold's token.
Alright, you get a
Add the-
mage hand. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Renaming Leopold's token. Add the fucking turret.
Ain't that the truth? Alright. Varys is going to use his movement. We're going to move 40 feet to here. As he is vertical from you, he does have a view onto your head and shoulders, Rikus, from where you are. As it is vertical, he would actually have to
Let's dance, motherfucker.
one more over this direction. He
Does that
is-
mean partial cover?
If it was an attack roll, yes. He is going to use his
It's
bonus
not an
action,
attack.
and he is going to a target within 60 feet, use a Sanguine Drain. Rikus, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yippee!
This is -3 plus 1d4.
Is this considered? Is this considered a magical effect?
This is not a magical
Or is this a
effect.
feature?
I would not consider this. This is a vampire lord trait.
vampire
This-
feature?
This is a vampire feature,
So it's-
not
it's
a
a-
magical
it's a feature.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't know if layer actions are magical features, but I could have technically gotten advantage on the roll, but I'm not gonna re-roll it. Because I forgot to tell you. Anyways, I also forgot myself.
Con save.
Constitution.
Don't forget you get a -3 to this
saving
roll.
throw.
And a plus 1d4.
And a plus
minus
1d4.
3.
What about the
So,
plus
I mean,
four?
if I roll 4, I come out with
The
+1.
+4 is only from those within Vax's aura, which is 30 feet. Which Rikus is well
That's
outside of
not-
at this point.
Oh, I didn't see him all the way over there in the corner. I got you.
What did you roll? An 11? Alright, so you are going
11.
to take... You take 17 points. Now, we will note, this is necrotic damage. So, you don't take as much damage. You instead take 8. Actually, no, you're immune, correct? Are you
I am
immune or
immune.
resistant?
Immune.
You are immune.
The
Yet
trade-off
he-
is I am.
Yet he still heals.
I would believe that. 100%.
He is
That's how it works in
going-
Pokemon.
He is going
Yeah.
to heal the 17 hit points. He is then going to use his action. He's not going to do that yet. Instead, he is going to
That's
cast
not how it works in Pokemon.
a Tensor's Transformation.
Oh no.
As you look out at him, you see, like, nothing really physically changes about him other than the fact that there seems to be some form of magical aura around him. But he now has that cast upon him.
What do you guys think his con save versus con save is?
No, but at the very
Probably
least,
decent.
he. Well, are you allowing me the meta knowledge of sharing the Tensor's Transformation spell I just looked up?
Bro, why are you looking it up if you don't already know? You wouldn't know it. You don't have access to
Well,
6th level
okay,
spells.
like, I know the spell out of character, and I looked it up before I thought, oh, I might not know that in character.
I mean, you do not know the spell. If you want to out of session, maybe like talk about what it can do, sure, but not influencing people's decisions in this moment.
At least I remember to ask before I had said the thing I was about to say.
Yes, so he gets some temporary hit points among other things. That is going to be his turn. Next in initiative, we have another vampire in the back. This one is going to begin moving towards the front of the fight. He is going to move to just underneath this aqueduct. Linen. We are probably only going to do a couple more initiatives. We're probably going to end with Wayne.
Question: is this guy wearing armor?
This guy right here.
Yep.
No, he is not. None of the vampire spawn are wearing armor.
All right then.
They're all butt ass naked.
Fucking weirdos.
What about the ogre?
Is the ogre wearing armor?
He is not.
Butt ass naked
Is
as
he
well.
holding a weapon? Is
The
he holding
ogre
a weapon
is
made of
wielding
metal?
a large mace.
No, that's just his schlong.
Fucking weirdos.
That's metal, baby.
Yep, he's wrapped it around his
Well,
staff.
shocking
You
grasp.
could ask if Varys. Hold on. You
Shot-
could ask if Varys.
Is Varys wearing armor?
No.
I don't think he is. Shocking Grasp Legacy specifically says wearing armor made of metal.
Yes. No one here is wearing armor made of metal that you can
Okay.
currently see.
Fucking weirdos, man. Anyways,
Well, the people inside the sphere here do seem to be wearing some form of metal armor.
let me in. Alright. Okay.
You
This.
could always move to free people.
That's what I'm also thinking. I'm just wondering. What do you guys think Varys' constitution
You can also
save is?
stabilize them.
Yeah. What do you guys think Varys' constitution save is? Just ballparking. As a
15.
vampire lord. As a 15? Alright. Yeah, Lennon's gonna just boop boop.
Okay. It will take your action to free someone. Just for all intents and purposes, if you are attempting this.
I shall. I'll use my action to free him. I'll use the rest of my movement to drag him behind this pillar. Put him.
Okay.
Please put him
Good.
here.
He will be put here, you beside him.
And
he
then,
is still incapacitated.
yep. That's an action. Never mind. I can't. I guess I can't bonus action. Get them, unfortunately. So instead, I don't have any attack. Do I have any attacks for bonus action? Let me check.
I think you might be able to launch a sunbolt, right?
I think Sunbolt is only. We play Sunbolt weirdly, if I remember correctly. Let me check. Actions in combat. Blah 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 blah. Radiant Sword. You gain a new attack option that you can only use with the attack action.
Okay.
So no.
Will do.
You take the attack action on your turn and use a special weapon.
Alright, so what you got for me?
Yeah. Alright, give me a sec, let me check. I will spend a focus point to do patient defense. So I am dodging.
Okay. Will do.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me check. Okay, yeah, I have to use a focus point for that. Alright, that's it.
Alright. Dodging. Courtly Vampire. This one is going to dash to Rikus. Next in initiative. One back here. Let me pull up his character sheet. That is 60 feet. He does not have a good line of sight of anyone. He is going to use his action, Celestial Support, and he is going to give this sorcerer advantage on their next attack. That is all he can do from the inside of this sphere. Leopold.
I'm gonna have a massive turn, you guys. Have a massive turn. I'm gonna take my spell storing item, which has 2 charges of cure wounds left, and I'm gonna use one of them to heal Yvonne for, I believe that is what, 3d8 plus. Because I'm using the new version. Oh no, it's 2d8. Yeah, 2d8 was the new version.
Okay.
2d8. Yvonne heals 12 HP.
Yvonne, with a slight gasp, kind of wakes up, kick-started pretty much to full HP. She's a commoner. It's full HP.
Yeah.
Kind of... and kind of softly says, Leopold, can't say I'm too happy to see you in this.
I hug her incredibly tightly for
Too tight!
like the 3 seconds I feel that I can get away with that before I sit Yvonne down, and I'm very, very quickly say, there's still fighting going on, just stay back here. And I'm going to then move 15 feet up, grab my gun from where I dropped it, because I didn't indeed drop my gun earlier.
Yep.
Everybody here still has temp HP, because nobody of here has actually been damaged. So I guess I'll go ahead and give Yvonne 14 temp HP, because I really want to make sure she doesn't die.
Okay.
As the mummy comes up
How
from
much temp
behind.
HP did we get?
16.
You got like 16.
As the
I
mummy lord
will-
comes up from behind and
Yeah.
possesses Yvonne.
I'll say I will move my turret to right there. Because I can't control my turret.
Fuck you.
If I could control my turret, I would do it myself. Let's see.
Alright.
I've used 15 feet of movement. I will move another. Yeah, I'll move another 15 feet right here just to try and get out of the way. But that is action, bonus action, and I don't exactly have a use for my reaction. That is turn.
Alright. Stolius will also be a fairly simple turn, as he will use his bonus action, and he will activate what seems to be the wraps around his arms, and he begins to fly. He is going to fly. And he is 15 feet in the air now. And then he is going to use his action, and he is going to cast Crown of Stars. Won't be using it this turn, but surrounded by 7 golden motes above his head. Wayne, it is your turn.
I'm using my RLI. There you go.
Very cool.
And that's my turn.
And with that, it is 10:30. We're gonna go ahead and end it there. A very exciting
Oh.
start to this combat. I know. But I'm exhausted. We all have work in the morning, or at least all of us employed folks do.
Rise
So-
and
I have
unemployment.
school at 7. Thank you very much.
It's not the same.
It's not.
Anyway, so I
Don't
bid
be.
you all a good evening. I hope you guys had fun.
Mm.
We will return to this combat for probably 2, if not 3 more sessions. Let's be honest, probably 3. And we shall see how it progresses.
All right.
Hopefully, we will be able to get a more full session next week.
I can't wait for
So-
Ragus to die before we get to his turn.
Oh